Yes, yes. It's online. I was looking, I was like,
thank you so much.
online, I was taking in my hand. Is this a public hearing on that video? Oh, it is? Oh, I didn't.
Wait, no, my tickets are for the thing now.
They're on sale. They're on sale. Yeah.
Okay, then,
We're ready to go. Get those early ones so you can get in an hour. I have a brother that's 6'7" and a brother that's 6'2". Yeah, so they all have to go over there. But I figured I'm glad that we got the height.
Oh, this is not on there.
committee I did, that's what I read. Oh, no, I did.
We're 2 minutes late, it looks like, if that 12:02 is correct, but we'll move along. Clerk, call the roll.
Senator Albritton,
Here.
Senator Chambliss, Senator Beasley, Senator Coleman, Senator Coleman Madison, Senator Elliott, Senator Gavan, Senator Jones, Senator Kelly, Senator Livingston, Senator Orr, Senator Price, Senator Shonut, Senator Stewart, Senator Stutz, Senator Weaver.
All right, we have a quorum. We'll get started. First off, I will say that we had, in the past 2 weeks, last week and this week, I had 2 bills that were signed up for public hearings. Circumstances has made those particular bills moot, to use a technical legal term. But I think we have had some folks in the audience that had made a trip up here at least 2 weeks to make some comments about that. Is that correct? And if the body would give us to allow those folks to come up and speak their piece on what we were dealing with, and they need a voice since they made this trip. So who's the spokesperson?
Good morning to the panel. Thank you so much, Chair, for allowing us the opportunity to speak. My name is Yolanda Lawson, and I'm here on behalf of the City of Birmingham to speak.
And if I may, to
Yes, sir.
set the stage, the
Yes,
2
sir.
bills that we're talking about was my bills, SB 36 and 37, which had to deal with the municipal taxation and such.
Yes, sir.
So those have been pulled. So if you would go ahead and make your comments.
Okay, so I'm here to, of course, speak to you about the impact or the negative impact that those 2 bills would have on the City of Birmingham as the largest municipalities. So that will definitely trickle down to the smaller municipalities as well. And just for full disclosure, I am serving in the capacity of mayor of the City of Pleasant Grove as well, but I'm here to speak on behalf of the impact of the City of Birmingham. So why this would hurt Birmingham, it would directly hit our operating revenue because, number one, we would not have the ability to properly budget anymore. These 2 bills would basically give the discretion of exempting sales taxes from non-citizens of the City of Birmingham. And so it could be as simple as you discussed last week, them showing an ID or them providing some documentation to a store or to a business. And most of the residents, because we are a hub for so many activities and so many revenue building, revenue impacting events in the City of Birmingham, most of the visitors to the City of Birmingham that shop or stay or whatever in the City of Birmingham that would pay sales taxes are not residents of the City of Birmingham. Another, it would shift the costs to the Birmingham residents. So as we are aware, sales tax revenue is used for your police, your fire, your streets, your repairs, your infrastructure maintenances, that would shift that burden to the citizens that are actually citizens of the city of Birmingham. And we would have to determine a way that we would have to shift those costs to them, because we cannot lower those expenses in any way, because we have to keep that level or greater levels of security or safety for our visiting residents. It creates chaos at the cash register. If we're leaving that to the discretion of a store or a simple cashier, then we leave that to their discretion to make the determination if the person asserting that they are not a citizen of the city of Birmingham, that they do not have to pay taxes. It encourages in gaming the system, because you may have someone that actually lives in the city of Birmingham. And then, as we know, the state of Alabama allows the concession that, okay.
Just ignore what the rest of us say. You go ahead. You
Okay.
have the floor.
It allows for the concession that, as we know, by law, they have 30 to 60 days to change their address. So a lot can happen in that period of time, or they may never change their address because of the ability of the state of Alabama or the Alabama ALEA to police who changes their address or not. And it destabilizes city budgets is the greatest thing, because we would not have the ability to compare last year to this year. We can't compare 5 years ago. So.
No, your points are well made. And last week, knowing that you would be here and knowing the substance of what you were bringing forward, you scared me to death, and I pulled the bills.
Well, that
All
was
right.
not my intent, but I do appreciate your courteous
No, thank you.
meeting.
Can I get her phone number? I just
You need no
That's
help.
my mayor, so she belongs to me. That's my mayor.
Thank you.
Thank
I appreciate
you.
your time. Appreciate your involvement.
Yes, sir.
Senator Gavan.
Mayor, I agree with 99% of what you said.
Okay.
But I must qualify, Birmingham's the largest city in Jefferson County.
Oh, I'm
not in
sorry.
the state.
Okay. I apologize. I stand
But otherwise,
corrected.
agree.
I stand corrected.
Try to put a fire out, and I start too. All right. Thank you.
Thank
I
you
appreciate
so
it. We'll
much
have
for
no
your
more
time.
said about those. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Clerk, call the first bill.
SB 182, Senator Coleman.
Thank you so much, Mr. Chair. This bill actually was brought to me by the Administrative Office of the Courts, and they have a fund right now that the specific purpose of that fund is data sharing with different agencies, providing equipment for e-filing or cases, education and training for staff, providing education materials, et cetera. What this bill would do would allow AOC to use these funds for the general operation of the courts, and that would be determined by the director of the courts. Casey Bates is here today also, Mr. Chair, if anybody has any questions about the intent of this piece of legislation. And if I'm correct, I believe we had to bring it because we had an audit issue as it relates to a nonprofit or not having,
Not on this one.
not on this one? Okay, all right. So I stand corrected on that. So she may need to answer some questions there, Mr. Chair, on this one.
Senator Stutz.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Chairman. How much money are we talking about?
So we did just get a fiscal note on it, and I did have it right in front of me.
Casey, do you have that number?
Oh, I have it. I have it in
Let's
front of
have
me.
Ms. Bates respond to that if we may.
Good morning, members of the committee. So right now, that fund holds currently about $1.5 million. But another issue I'm going to add on to the wonderful job Senator Coleman's done, in addition to allowing AOC to use these funds at the direction of the Director of Courts, we are also asking that right now AOC holds money for the Supreme Court, the Court of Civil Appeals. That fund holds money for the Supreme Court, the Court of Civil Appeals, and the Court of Criminal Appeals, because none of those appellate courts have their own fund. So we're asking to also create a fund for each of the additional appellate courts so that they can hold their own money. So right now, AOC is holding money for the Supreme Court, Civil Appeals, and Criminal Appeals, and when they need to use their own money, they have to go through the process to request the money out of the AOC fund and then use it. And we're just asking that each of the appellate courts have their own fund so they can hold their own money.
And just to clarify, because I don't know if this was what the gentleman was asking too, is this bill going to cost us any additional money?
No, this bill will have no fiscal impact. It won't, it's quite frankly more of a bookkeeping deal. It's not going to change any fund. It just changes what account they're being held in.
Thank you. My question was, given a pretty large sum of money, and was wondering who's overseeing it. You know, if we're giving one person the authority to allocate millions and millions and millions of dollars.
Well, and yes, sir, these funds, the money that is held in these funds are actually collected from like e-filing fees, and if somebody is getting documents copied and things of that nature, that's the money is being brought in from outside sources, and it's up to each individual court to oversee what they do with their money, and then it's also over the administrative director of courts.
Ms. Bates, if I may step in, because we're on kind of a
Yes, sir.
time crunch here, if I might. One of the issues that we're trying to resolve here is give the court some more flexibility with the money that it has in the middle column to meet the needs that it has. Because if you all recall, we have increased the number of judges that we have in the state, but we didn't increase the funding on the judges for that, okay? So now we're just trying to move some monies around so that we can meet the demands. That fair statement? Do I have a motion? We have a motion and a second. Call the long roll.
Senator Albrecht.
Aye.
Senator Chambliss. Senator Beasley. Senator Coleman. Senator Coleman Madison.
Aye.
Senator Elliott. Senator Gavan. Senator Jones. Senator Kelly. Senator Livingston. Senator Orr. Senator Price. Senator Shonut. Senator Stewart. Senator Stutz. Senator Weaver. Senator Weaver.
Bill's given a favorable report. Call the next bill.
Thank you, members of the committee.
Thank you,
SB
Senator.
251, Senator Hatcher.
Senator Hatcher. How are you today, sir?
How are you, Mr. Chairman? I am with WKIRK, Kirk Hatcher. This bill is a bill I'm bringing on behalf of the Commerce Department. It was brought last year. We simply ran out of time. Senator Weaver brought that bill, and it is cleaning up the language, modernizing our statutes, improves clarity for business and administrators, all the likes. If there are any questions.
We have a motion for favorable. We have a second.
We have an amendment.
Oh, we have an
There's an
amendment.
amendment. I'm sorry. There's an amendment.
Let's move along, Senator. You have an amendment?
I do have an amendment here, and you should have it at your table. The amendment simply references the state's comprehensive economic development strategy. In other words, it can accommodate emerging industries and technologies.
Comprehensive Economic Development Plan, Catalyst, or any amended version, successor document.
Yes.
We have a motion to adopt the amendment and a second. Senator Gavan, using previous rule. No objection. Use previous rule. Amendments were adopted. Now we're on the bill. We have a motion, Senator. Second, Senator Chambliss. Previous rule. No objection. Bill's given a favorable report. Good work.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Call the next bill, please.
SB 252, Senator Hatcher.
All right, Senate Bill 252. This one I love carrying. Current law does not specify the status of such employees under the merit system. I'm bringing this one on behalf of our honorable governor. This bill would create the Sarah Caldwell Crosby Act. Ms. Crosby, many of us may know Ms. Crosby, who's been in supervisor of housekeeping in the governor's mansion for about 32 years. She's been in that role since Governor Fob James was.
We have a motion for favorable. We have a second from Senator Coleman. Previous rule. No objections. Favorable report. Thank you, Senator Hatcher. Call the next bill.
Thank you, committee.
HB 74, Representative Robertson.
More law enforcement officers' retirement benefits. Yes.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Chairman. Thank you, members.
We have a motion. We have a second. Any objection to previous rule? No objection. Bill's given a favorable report. You're good.
Thank you, Chairman. I work on it. It's a lot of it's talent, but I do practice. Y'all have a good day. Thank you. Thank you all.
I make the jokes here. Call the next bill.
HB 151,
I know mine are no good, but anyway. Next bill,
HB 159,
159. I think Senator Barfoot, you're going to handle this one?
I am. Thank you, Mr. Chairman, members of the committee. This essentially says that circuit clerks throughout the state cannot draw from two retirements unless based on the same amount of service. We've handled bills like this with other DAs throughout the state as well.
Yeah, we've done this with the DAs and we've done this with several others. Okay. However, you know, I'm under duress to put this on because I have some issues with it. So we'll talk about it. But Senator Orr, go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. You know, we went through a lot 15 years ago, maybe longer, regarding supernumeraries and needing to phase that program out. It's my understanding, Senator, that this certainly doesn't create a new supernumerary benefit. It just allows them to draw their retirement and their supernumerary benefit if they're qualified and they got it
Without
a decade or two ago.
That's correct.
We're not creating a new supernumerary capability among circuit clerks.
That is my understanding.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
We've got a motion. We have a second, Senator Beasley. We may as well do the previous roll. All right. No objection to previous roll. Bill's given a favorable report.
Thank you, Mr.
I will make comment also that circuit clerks, we gave them a good solid pay raise last year, and that's also coming out of our budget, and we didn't put any more monies in for that either. So we're doing a lot of stuff here, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to come home to roost. But
Mr. Chair.
Yes, ma'am.
I just wanted to ask the gentleman, I do have a few questions. I recognize we're rocking and rolling, but I just wanted on the first paragraph of it where it says that you can't draw both. I just want to talk about that with you offline just to see if that's going to impact anybody directly.
Mr. Chairman, if I could, I'll be glad to try to address that at any point in time. Representative Bolton gave me this piece of legislation, asked me to handle it because he couldn't be here. I'm not sure who's going to handle it on the Senate floor, but I'll be glad to try to address those.
All right. Thank you. Tell Representative Bolton that he was severely missed today.
I will.
Thank you. Call the next bill.
HB 292, Representative.
Good afternoon, sir. Tell us about your bill.
Mr. Chairman, if I may, I'd just like to mention that I have in the gallery members of the Abbeville Christian Academy. They were visiting the Capitol. They came to the State House, and they had some time, and I thought it'd be educational experience for them to come and see me present.
They're always welcome here to.
So they are also constituents of Senator Beasley. So
Excellent.
So HB 292 is basically allows for disabled veterans who are 50% or more disabled to apply for the reduced disabled license tag. Current law says you have to be 51% or more. This just brings it to 50. The reason it's an issue is because the Department of Veterans Affairs issues those disability ratings in 10% increments. So basically, you have to be 60% or more disabled to qualify for the plate. We're just going to make it so that it's 50% or more qualifies.
Second.
We have a motion and a second on the bill. Any discussion? Any objection to previous roll? No objection. Bill's given a favorable report. Now, we're not done. We're not done. I would like to, I want to pull up HB 95, Representative Lovern's bill. I'll carry this if you don't mind. Look, this is the one dealing with audits. This is the one dealing with the election audits. The ones that we've had this for several years before, and this is dealing with where we have the probate judges have been against it and everything else. But we have an amendment that's coming in. I got word just this morning that this amendment satisfies the probate judges, and they're supportive of it now. So, having said all that, do y'all have an objection to bringing this up? Exactly. Exactly. Okay.
Ms.
So,
Chair, I just
what-
wanted, because I know I have two probate judges, and
Yes.
I hadn't talked to my probate judges about the amendment, so just
Well,
putting that on the record, 'cause
I-
I'm just now seeing
I
it.
know, and I haven't talked to those either, but I have talked to several representatives of them last night and today, and they're okay. And what you have handed out, I think this is a sub that has the amendment or the corrections in it, which removes one particular egregious word out of it that they wanted removed, and also make sure that there's not any additional people or any additional training that's required. They can use the people that they have, so it does not put a financial burden on them. Question?
Yes, sir. According to the fiscal note, it said this would, an estimated $35,000 per day, I guess, for this process. How long is this process?
That fiscal note, I think, was before we put the amendment on, or the substitute, I believe.
Just pass it out with it. What's the date on this? It says January
Okay, well, maybe it is. Okay, 35,000 per day?
per day.
Cumulative, okay.
Is this for all of the counties, 67 counties? It's
Oh, January, okay, thank you, yeah.
So are
So
we-
that's before, that's what we're trying to resolve with the substitute.
okay.
If y'all have questions about it, I'll carry it over, we'll bring it up next week.
No, just tell me the process of what they would be doing in this post-election audit.
As I understand it, I knew it better last year, but as I understand it, that is simply a means of doing a technical comparison between the votes that came in or the votes that were counted. Yes, sir.
Senator, this is a bill that we've looked at, I guess, for the last 2 or 3 years, and I can say that they have, each year the bill has gotten better and better, but basically it's auditing the machines is what it's doing. It is not, and so it's not actually going to change the election process itself. If this would be done a week after, and so what it would do is actually make sure that the machines did work correctly, is what it's doing.
Correct. We have a motion on this on the sub, Senator Beasley, and we have a second, Senator Gavan? No? Okay.
These machines are expensive, and they're always creating issues. I don't think we have any election discrepancies, but it's an issue all the time. And all the probate judges in my district are opposed to it.
Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, I'm not sure about the unique changes in this, and maybe it makes it tolerable. But I mean, I've been party chairman. We test the machines before. Randomly, we try to trick them, things of that nature. And I just.
Here's what I'll do.
I look to people and I say, where? Now, we're not talking about primaries because I think if it hadn't changed, it's only general election. Where is a general election? I mean, I got questions about one, maybe in the entire state, that didn't come out the way we thought it was. I mean, I just.
Here's what we'll do. I'm going to carry this over. If there's a motion to carry, I'll move to carry it over. So moved. Any objections? Previous roll, we're done. Carried over. We stand adjourned. Thanks for your patience with me. We'll try next week.
Yep. Is it time for us?